Good afternoon and welcome inside the Gymnasium of Champions. The Royal Crown Lions hosting the OSBA Game of the Week on this beautiful Sunday, November 16th. I'm JJ Evison, happy to be along with you for the ride. In town for the weekend is the Capital Courts Academy squad, and they are absolutely tearing up the OSBA and their tournament play as well. Undefeated this season, 6-0 record in the Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association, and coming off a 6-0 run as the Gold Division champions at the Chris Smalling tournament. They have a brand new starting five on the floor, and this will be the first test for Capital Courts, a true test, as they go up against a Royal Crown squad that is 17-0 across multiple leagues and tournaments, 3-0 here in the OSBA, led of course by Chance Berry. It is the Senior Girls NCAA signing day. We have 5 players from Royal Crown who have signed their college commitment papers today. Eunicia Salgado headed to Boston College. Amaya Robinson committed to Duquesne University. Johanna Fahmy is headed to the University of Pittsburgh, where she'll join former teammates Jada Quealy and Devine Toomba. Ava Bloom headed to Lemoyne College, and we'll talk to all 4 of those players after the game about their commitments. Also committed is Rachel Skulski, who is not on the team this year, graduated last year. She's going to Wichita State University. So the starting 5 for Capital Courts will be Naomi Ipatokin, Alice Vaya, Daniela Apo, Evelyn Tunkara, and rounding out the starting 5 for the visiting squad, Jordan Knorr, who's coming off a 48-point game earlier this season in that 123-23 victory over Bill Crothers. For the Lions, starting 5, Chance Berry, Amaya Robinson, Johanna Fahmy, Akila Bailey, and Eunicia Salgado. Berry into the front court. Looking down low, Salgado catch, one dribble, gets to the rack and scores. Quick 2 points for Royal Crown. Here's Apo. Settling it down with Ipatokin on the top side. Her brother John played for Edge Prep basketball in Alberta. Apo into the lane, through some contact, no good. That's Fahmy with the rebound. Berry, dump off Fahmy. Back-to-back possessions, and Chance Berry has a pair of assists. Capital Courts ball on the side. It will be Evelyn Tunkara to trigger. 4-0. The Lions ahead early. Voya, top side. Finds Apo. She's going to dial it from deep. That's just off the mark, and another rebound for Fahmy. Fahmy loses it, gets it right back. Finds Salgado out on the perimeter. Backing down Apo from the right block. And that's going to be an offensive foul for the wraparound. First foul of the game is going to go against Eunicia Salgado. Full court press, as is standard for the Royal Crown squad. Voya working down the right-hand side, kicks it back out. Apo thought about it, is going to swing it now. Jordan Knorr into the key. Going up was Evelyn Tunkara, had it swatted away. Akila Bailey end-to-end with the right, just too strong. Foul on the play. First foul against Capital Courts will go against Daniela Apo. Akila Bailey at the line. Royal Crown's 3 wins come against Jay Addison, Crestwood Prep's Blue Squad, and then yesterday against Louis Riel. 1 for 2 trip to the line for Robinson. Correction. Akila Bailey, 1 for 2 from the line. Appo working on Salgado. The step through the left. Couldn't get it to go. Salgado with the defensive rebound. The dump off inside. Fami turns to the left calmly off the glass. She's got 4 points. Capital Courts working around the perimeter, looking underneath on the back cut. Kickball called. It's going to stay with Capital Courts. Substitution brings Sienna Petsnick into the game. Daniela Appo to the bench. Nearly 2.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. 7-0 Royal Crown ahead of Capital Courts here in this contest between a pair of undefeated teams. Jordan Knorr kicks it to the corner. Petsnick couldn't get anything on the dive. Cleaning it up was Naomi Ipatokin. Barry now barking out the play. She gets the switch, moves to the middle of the court, keeps the ball alive, kicks it out. Akila Bailey from distance, that's off the mark. Rebound, Ipatokin. Voya ahead to Knorr. Knorr calmly into a 3. That's off the front of the iron. Loose ball, fighting for it, our pair of CCA players. Alice Voya takes the pass and drills it from deep. Sienna Petsnick picking up the assist on the play. Chance Berry getting warned there for the flop on the turnover. Capital Courts have the side out. Evelyn Tunkara to trigger. Voya top side, picked up by Robinson. Petsnick tries to take it to the lane, kicks it back out. Voya top side off the iron, defensive rebound, Fami. And a travel going to be called. So back-to-back turnovers for Chance Berry. Very unlike the guard. She immediately put her hand to her chest, admitting fault and understanding that everything starts with her for this Royal Crown squad. Last 5 points belong to Capital Courts. It's now a 2-point game, 6:29 left in the opening frame. Tunkara to trigger from the baseline. Flurry of moves, nobody's open, she's got to get it in. Petsnick comes to the rescue. Picked up by Salgado. Petsnick, top side. Ipatokin dials it up. That's off the iron and will go out of bounds. Eunice Salgado doing a good job of preventing Sienna Petsnick from getting to the ball. Amaya Robinson forced back into her own defensive half. Now has some daylight to get over the timeline. Calling out the play. Salgado sets the screen. Tunkara comes to push Robinson back. Akila Bailey finds a little bit of daylight, dials it up, leaves it short. Loose ball comes to Akila Bailey. Now Barry topside. 7 on the shot clock. Jump stop, kick to the corner. Robinson, catch and shoot. Flush. No points, but 3 assists for Chance Berry in the early ongoings here on this Sunday afternoon. Veilleux to Petsnick, top side, looking for somebody in the paint. Nobody's open. Petsnick, 1-2 step with the left. That curls around and into the hands of Fami. Salgado to Robinson. Salgado backing down her defender, gets it in the paint, steps through and lays it in. .50 run for the Lions. Extra pass into the corner. Jordan Knorr right back to Petznick, who gives it back to Knorr. She's about 4 feet from the three-point line, so puts the rock to the deck. Finds Ipatokin. She leaves it short. Tunkara above the crowd for the rebound. She couldn't back, and now Fami snatches another defensive rebound. 5 rebounds, just 5.5 gone. And Keela Bailey put 2 on the board. 14-5. It's a 7-0 run for the Lions midway through the first quarter.
Wet Grip Microfiber wicks away sweat to maintain superior handles. Spalding Shooter Seam is designed for instant ball recognition. Rotationally balanced butyl bladder provides ultimate air. Official high school game ball of over 20 state adoptions. Built for hardwood hooping.
So it was a 7-0 run to start the game for the Lions. Then Capitol Courts went on a 5-0 run. That was shut down quickly. The Lions then extended their lead on another 7-0 run. It's now 14-5 for the Lions. 4:34 left in the first quarter. And Johanna Fami well on her way to another double-double. 4 points and 5 rebounds so far. And now on the court for the Lions, it's Victoria Stephen, Shekinah Bonney, Amaya Robinson, Chance Berry, Johanna Fami, and CCA countering with Evelyn Tunkara, Avani Tella, Daniela Apo, Alexia Lauzon, and Alice Voyeur. Tunkara to the rack, blocked by Fami. Quickly, Berry to the front court, turns the corner, gets to the second level and lays it in with ease. Apo. Maya Robinson there getting fingers on it, knocking it out of bounds. Lots of pressure being applied in that backcourt against Capitol Courts.
17.
It'll be Apo to trigger. Veilleux directing traffic now, picked up by Shekinah Bonney. Tunkara has it on the perimeter, near wing, working on Berry to the top side. A little bit of daylight. That's off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound goes to Lauzon. The handoff to the corner. Apo attacks. Nothing's there. Resetting top side. Veilleux, back of the iron. Rebound, Chance Berry. She dumps it off. Shekinah Bonney couldn't complete the play. Body spilt across the floor. Veilleux, head up, finds Lauzon working through the lane. Apo, top side, picked up by Steven. Apo spinning, one extra step, couldn't complete it. Rebound, Steven swallows it up. Berry, it's a deep 2 if it goes. It does not. Offensive rebound, Victoria Stephen and the putback. So Stephen gets the defensive rebound, pushes the pace, runs the court, and gets rewarded with an offensive rebound and a chance for an and-one opportunity. 6 different players for the Lions finding the score sheet. Here in the first quarter, it's 18-5 as Ailey Marshall steps onto the court. And Victoria Stephen completes the and-one play. 3 minutes to go in the first. It's a 13-point lead for the Lions. Howe will Capital Courts respond here? Nor and Apple playing give and go. Lazon. And the ball hadn't touched the court all the way up, and they get a look from three from Avani Tella. And Steven swallows up another rebound. Chance Berry poking and prodding, uses that long stride to get to the rack, finishes with the left hand, and she can do it with the left or the right. You've got a keeper on the perimeter. As soon as she turns the corner on you, well, it's awful tough to defend. Jordan Noor, shot fake, kicks it. The three is up, and it is down from the hands of Avani Tella. Victoria Steven attacks. Marshall, top side. Extra pass, Bonnie, into the paint. Steven now, baseline again. Spins, blocked at the top by Evelyn Tunkara. Back into the game is Sienna Petsnick. Out goes Evelyn Tunkara for Capital Courts. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shekinah Bonnie to trigger. Chance Berry picks up her first foul. Akila Bailey checking back in. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. Feels like now is the time to take advantage of the junior lineup for Royal Crowns, if that's possible. Petsnick whips it. Jordan Noor working on Victoria Steven. Can't shake her. Passes it up to Tella. That three's off the mark. Daniela Appo fighting for it, but it will be Akila Bailey with the defensive rebound. Bailey gets it in. Beata Musa gives it right back. Bailey turning the corner, getting to her left hand. Steven, baseline, tries to use her body to get inside, turns it over. Jordan Noor, picked up by Marshall. Crisscross, spin, Appo, catch and shoot. That's off the mark, but there to collect the rebound was Lazon. Resetting at the top. Noor attacks, elevates, leaves it short. Marshall with the defensive rebound. Marshall now going to settle it down with Shekinah Bonnie. Bailey on the near wing, gets the switch, back to Bonnie. She steps in, mid-range floater, front iron. Musa fighting for the rebound, it falls to Tella. And now Capital Courts back on the offensive. Noor behind the back, a little bit of daylight, loses the handle. Akila Bailey has a runway, bounce pass, and hustling back Avani Tella to knock that out of bounds, preventing the easy lay-in for the Royal Crown Lions. Naomi Ipatokin back into the game. Alexia Lazon will head to the bench. Royal Crown want a timeout. 27.6 left in the opening frame. 17 on the shot clock. They'll draw something up that they're comfortable with to get a good open look. We'll be right back with more action from the Royal Crown Academic School. You're watching the OSBA Game of the Week this Sunday, November 16th. Royal Crown ball, baseline in the offensive zone. Akila Bailey set to trigger and no one guarding the inbounder. Musa fighting for space. Ailey Marshall Settles it down with Shekinah Bonney, who peeks at the clock. 10 on the shot clock. Marshall, a little bit of daylight, dials it up. Back iron rebound, swatted into the hands of Ipatokin, and it's going to be a foul against Victoria Stephen fighting for that loose ball. Shot clock is off, 15.2 left in the first 10. Capitol Courts with the chance to cut into this 21-8 lead. Apo unable to get ahead of that pass, and Stephen traveled, turning it right back over.
Michael, she got hit twice. She got hit twice. You gotta talk to her. Twice she got hit.
So Capitol Courts with another chance to cut into the lead, 10.9. Jordan Knorr squaring up Shekinah Bonney. Behind the back, gets some space, and an offensive foul called on Naomi Ipatokin. That is a moving screen and a big no-no. So with the chance to cut into the lead, Capitol Courts just turned the ball back over on an offensive foul. Bailey, floater from 3, that's front iron. Beata Musa unable to put it back on the rebound before the expiration of the first quarter time. And at the end of 10, it's 21-8, the home side ahead comfortably. We'll take a quick quarter break and be back with second quarter action. You're watching the OSBA Game of the Week, Royal Crown Capitol Courts. We'll be back. Capitol Courts have possession to start the second quarter, stuck 21-8. Alice Vea to Tunkara. Now Apo in the corner, not afraid to shoot the 3. That's a swish. Now 1 of 3 from deep. Credit the assist to Evelyn Tunkara. Ava Bloom finds Salgado, and now Akila Bailey attacks baseline, spins into the lane, gets her defender in the air, couldn't complete it, loose ball. It's going to be settled down by Veilleux. And now Jordan Knorr dancing with it. Veilleux on the far wing, working on Robinson, hands it off. Apo will dial it up again. That's front iron. Fami with the rebound. Robinson down the left-hand side. Tries to shake Veilleux. Fami's there for the screen. Ipatokin comes over top. Fami working on the smaller Veilleux. Doing a good job keeping her feet balanced. Fami gets from left to right and finishes off glass. Veilleux directing traffic. Jordan Knorr now into the paint, kicks it out. Veilleux looking inside for Apo and stepping out of bounds before putting the rock to the deck. Turnover. Keela Bailey now directing traffic for the Lions. 12-point game. Robinson. Now it's Salgado trying to get by Apo. Salgado sticks with it, gets to the rack, overcooks it. Bloom keeps it alive. Keela Bailey from distance, no. Salgado with a pair of rebounds and puts it back. Evelyn Tunkara working on Ava Bloom. Spins back into the lane around Fami, who did a good job staying squared up and with her feet on the floor. Here comes Amaya Robinson over the top. Fami, the double team comes. One dribble through the lane, loses the handle, kicks it out, extra pass. Keela Bailey, too strong, loose ball. That's going to fall to the hands of Veilleux. Apo through the lane, traveling, turnover. Turnover is part of the story here, at least early on in this game. Capital Courts just giving the ball away too many times, and against this Royal Crown squad, you cannot do that. Beata Musa will check back into the game. Eunicia Salgado to the bench.
Yeah, we'll just get one up.
So it's a 14-point lead for the Lions. Amaya Robinson dances with it well beyond the perimeter, tries to make her move. Staying with her was Sienna Petznick. Now inside, Fami. And another travel turns the ball back over. Naomi Ipatokin doing a good job staying put just outside that semicircle, making life difficult for Fami. Veilleux finds Tunkara on the near wing. Ipatokin, top side, picked up by Musa. Petznick, one dribble, relocating. Veilleux, baseline, Robinson cuts her off. Shoulder shake, no good. Petznick, blocked by Fami. Fami running the floor, gets rewarded. What a pass over top from Keela Bailey. Outside, Veilleux, front iron, rebound tracked down by Petznick. They're going to whip it back on the far side. Top side now, shot is found the bottom, Naomi Ipatokin for two. Inbound, swallowed up by Petznick. Pair of substitutions. Chance Berry back into the game. Eunicia Salgado also back into the game. It will be side out of bounds for the Lions. Ava Bloom into Berry. Berry around the first screen, looking to get to the second level. High off the glass. Musa soaring in for the rebound and gets the putback. 13-point game. Lions ahead of Capitol Courts here on this Sunday, November 16th from the Royal Crown Academic School on the Senior Girls NCAA signing day. Stuck in the corner was Alice Veilleux, called for the travel. Good double team between Chance Berry and Eunicia Salgado to get the guard shuffling her feet. Berry's picked up the full court by Ivani Tella. Gets it over the halftime, just in the nick of time. Still working on Tella. The screen comes from Salgado, who dives. Ava Bloom looking inside over the top, and it's swallowed up by Tella. Good defense there from Capitol Courts. Now Tella into the front court. Loses the handle. Settles it down with Jordan Knorr. 4 minutes to go until the half. Knorr finds Veilleux. Deep three, back iron. Musa with the rebound. Ava working to the middle of the court and just shovels it to Robinson, who gets it to Berry. Stepping through the lane, back iron, rebound. Loose ball falls to the hands of Lauzon. Quickly into the front court. Running the court. Petsnick gets it to go. Credit the assist to Jordan Knorr, and there's a timeout on the floor. Sienna Petsnick has the last two. For Capitol Courts, it's 29, it should be 29-18 now. 3:26 left in the second quarter. .326 to play. And Capitol Courts starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Some good defense leading to good offense. Had a quick chat with Capitol Courts head coach Fabian Blizzard before the game and talked a little bit about the difficulty of having a brand new starting five. And she told me that the returning players that she has from last year, Daniela Apo and Evelyn Tunkara, have made it easier on her, helping lead the newcomers to this squad on understanding the expectation, the level of play, and the fact that the season is a big learning curve, and you want to be rolling on all cylinders when you get to the playoffs, and that's the goal here for the defending champs. Capitol Courts coming into this game undefeated with a 6-0 OSBA record. Stuck 11 early in this Sunday contest, so definitely a good learning opportunity for this young squad. With Capitol Courts having 19 players between their junior and senior girls program, brand new to the program. So a big turnover from last year's squad. Lions ball in the backcourt from their own baseline after that last basket from Sienna Petsnick. Musa accepts the inbound pass. Looking for Chance Berry. Picked up again by Tella. Berry gets to the second level. Dump off to Musa. What a pass. What a finish. Chance Berry just makes life easy for those around her. Petsnick squares up. Charlize Fleury onto the court now. Jordan Knorr back into the middle, attracts the double team. Looking outside, Petsnick back to Knorr, dials it from deep. That's off the iron and into the hands of Ailey Marshall. Berry has Marshall in the corner, dumps it off underneath Musa through some contact. Foul is gonna go against Fleury. Musa at the line. 4 points, 3 rebounds in limited minutes for Beata Musa. Beatrice Obasohan will check into the game. Lauzon to the bench for Capitol Courts with Musa at the line. A 1-for-2 trip for Musa puts the Lions up 32-18. Petsnick picked up by Steven on the near wing. Flurry of moves in the middle. Finds Jordan Noor topside. She'll work with Oba Sohan around the pick and roll. Wide open. Flurry for three. That rattles in. Barry. Shot clock malfunction takes those points away from Barry. They'll put 19 on the shot clock. It'll be Royal Crown ball on the side out. Victoria Steven to trigger. Five of the 8 field goals made for Capital Courts coming from distance as Eunicia Salgado gets downhill. Too strong. Musa another rebound. The putback no good. Salgado saves it. Now Musa kicking it out. Catch and shoot. Chance Barry. That's way left. Steven fighting for the rebound. And it's a relentless offensive thwart here. Eunicia Salgado finishing it all. Jordan Noor picked up by Marshall. Can't get around the screen, dumps it off. Petsnick, whip pass, top side. Flurry unable to keep it in control and loses it out of bounds as Johanna Fahmy checks back into the game, and Musa will go to the bench. Capital Courts bringing 3 fresh players onto the court. Alice Veilleux, Daniela Apo, and Evelyn Tunkara back in. Shekinah Bani will now join the players on the court. Marshall to the bench. 1:14 left to go. Inbound pass. Kept alive. Chance Barry with the step through. Oh boy. You might have had a hard look at that if you're watching on the stream, but Chance Barry kept it alive, took 2 steps outside as Daniela Apo finds the bottom. Salgado on the dive, the kick. Bonnie attacks baseline. Victoria Steven had time and space, kicks it out. Barry loses Apo. That's off the back of the iron into the hands of Fahmy. And that's going to be a jump ball called. Possession staying with Royal Crown.
Hey, who's got ladies?
Shekinah Bani quickly into Fahmy, and Fahmy puts her toe on the line, stepping out of bounds, giving Capital Courts the ball back with 36.5 left, stuck 13. Veilleux working on Bani. Wants some action on her right side, gives it up. Avani Tella trying to get by Barry, muscles her way to the basket, but can't get the rock to fall. Barry, 1-2 stepping into the lane, count the basket and the foul. Chance Barry can do it all. Fouls against Daniela Apo. Her second of the game. Barry has 8 points, 4 assists, and a rebound in the first half, with a chance to make it 9 points here from the free throw line. And does. Capital Courts 4 of 6 from the charity stripe in the first half. Into the front court now. It's Tunkara back to the basket, stepping through the lane. Salgado with the rebound. 2 seconds left. Barry doesn't get it off in time, and at the end of 20 minutes, the home team, Royal Crown Lions, ahead 39-23 against Capital Courts with 20 minutes of action left to be played. We'll step aside for a halftime break and be back. You're watching the OSBA Game of the Week on this Sunday, November 16th. Don't go anywhere. We're back inside the Royal Crown Academic School. The defending OSBA champion Capital Courts Academy stuck 16 to the home team, Royal Crown Lions. I'm JJ Evison, and Canada basketball fans get excited because December 1st at the Mattamy Athletic Center on the TMU campus, Canada's men's national team is taking on Bahamas, and you can get 20% off tickets if you use code OBA CANBBALL. Secure your tickets now and cheer on Canada's men's national team December 1st from Mattamy Athletic Center. We turn our attention back to the ongoings here. 20 minutes left to play. Royal Crown getting some big minutes, of course, from Chance Berry, 9 points, 4 assists, and a rebound. Johanna Fami's got 8 points and 7 boards, and Eunicia Salgado 6 points and 6 boards. For Capital Courts, it is Alice Veilleux with 6 points to lead all scorers, 4 coming from Naomi Ipatokin, 5 from Daniela Apo. But rebounding of concern, the team just combining for 7 rebounds. Alice Veilleux, top side, picked up by Amaya Robinson. Dishes it off to Ipatokin. Now Jordan Knorr picked up by Berry. Tries to get around the screen, double team back towards the timeline. Gets it to Ipatokin, who's gonna dial it from distance. Back of the glass and into the hands of Salgado. Berry end-to-end with the left, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes right back up strong and finishes. Knorr picked up by Berry. Here comes the help inside. Tunkara, double teamed, kicks it back out. Ipatokin settles it right back with Knorr. Knorr working around the screen, has to throw it up. Front iron, rebound, Amaya Robinson. Robinson gets it back on the far wing. Salgado wants the side cleared out. Bailey into the paint, 1-2 step, count, the basket, and the foul. Bailey had her hands raked across by Alice Veilleux. Off the miss, Salgado with the rebound, and the offensive glass is just being owned. Berry goes for the block but gets a lot of Daniela Apo's arm. And Apo will go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Chris.
So Chance Berry with 3 fouls will head to the bench. Shekinah Bonney in, Apo at the line. These are the first free throws for Capital Courts in this game. Another rebound for Fami off the miss. Robinson dancing with it. Finds Bonnie on the wing, gets it right back. Fami over top. Back to the basket, tries to find a lane. Apo with her. Jump stop underneath. Salgado has the loose ball. And Fami is hurt. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more third quarter action. We're back inside the Royal Crown Academic School Gymnasium. Johanna Fami leaving the court under her own power. She was attacking the basket, and on the jump stop, her left knee kind of turned inward, so a non-contact injury for Fami. We'll get a full report hopefully a little bit later, but wishing her a speedy recovery, whatever the case may be. 8 minutes and 8 seconds remain in the third quarter. It is now a 22-point lead for the Lions, who just had a little prayer circle there as Fami was getting attended to. And so Beata Musa will check in for the injured Fami. It will be Royal Crown ball on the baseline. Shekinah Bani, Amaya Robinson, Eunicia Salgado, Akila Bailey, and Beata Musa, the 5 on the court for the Lions. CCA have Sienna Petsnick, Daniela Apo, Alice Veya, Avani Tella, and Musa comes down with the loose ball, but a shot clock violation. Jordan Knorr rounding out the other 5 for Capital Courts, who now look to cut into this 22-point lead. They've been clawing back time and time again. Apo inside just bodies Musa, and Musa stays tall. Collects the loose ball off the block. Robinson turning up court now. Salgado outside. Musa trying to get a seal on Jordan Knorr and draws the foul. Akila Bailey all the way to the top side. Bani inside. Musa draws another foul. That's Apo's 3rd of the game. And with 3 fouls on Apo, Capital Courts try and get a substitution, but it's too little, too late. Salgado squares up, looking for Musa inside. Kicks it back to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson dials it back iron. Rebound, Avani Tella quickly to Jordan Knorr. And that ball out of bounds. And now Capital Courts will be able to make that substitution as Naomi Ipatokin checks in. Daniela Apo to the bench. Shekinah Bani into the front court. Hands it off to Salgado. Now Robinson top side. Bani, far wing. Pick and roll with Musa. Musa has the mismatch, gets it. Can't complete the play. Rebound. Fought for, and it will go to Alice Veilleux. Petsnick attacks through the lane. Tough shot, no good. Robinson with the rebound. Akila Bailey over top. Salgado finishes the play. Eunicia Salgado and Akila Bailey connecting to put 47 points on the board now for the Lions. Petsnick, Ipatokin, hands it off. Knorr. Into the corner, Tella. Working on Robinson. Robinson pushing Tella out towards the perimeter. Petsnick from deep. Front iron, Musa with the rebound. Maya Robinson from right to left attacks. The roll off the iron and into the hands of Veilleux. Sienna Petsnick dials it up as bodies hit the floor. Eunicia Salgado trying to bowl her way through Avani Tella, who set the screen. So Salgado picks up the foul. Her 2nd of the game.
The score is 47.
Evelyn Tunkara and Alexia Lauzon back into the game. Victoria Stephen into the game as well. Salgado will head to the bench. Capital Courts ball. Tella on the baseline to trigger the inbounds.
What's she talking about?
Norm kicks to the corner. Extra pass. Veilleux off the mark. Rebound. Victoria Stephen. Musa. The catch and release, no good. Mid-range floater off the back of the iron, and Musa swallows up the defensive board that time. Amaya Robinson picked up, full court by Veilleux. The screen comes from Musa. Robinson turns the other way, floats it up, front iron. Steven tracks down the loose ball. Musa back to the basket on the block, gets to her spot, and finds it through. Noor working on Shekinah Bani. Gives it up to Tunkara. One dribble, gets to the second level, lays it in off glass. Evelyn Tunkara with a strong move to the basket, her first 2 points of the game. Back and forth we go. Bani to Bailey. Jab step, gets to the elbow, elevates, no good. Musa, rebound, and the putback. Beata Musa doing all she can, stepping up in the absence of Johanna Fami. Pair of substitutions, Chance Berry back into the game, and our first look today at Rain Marie Luke. Beatrice Obasohan into the game for Capital Courts. Lauzon to the bench. Tunkara over the timeline, hands it off. Veilleux top side, working on Luke. Hands it off, Jordan Noor. Gets to the free throw line, kick to the corner, shot is up. Avani Tella back iron, loose ball, and the rebound falls to Victoria Stephen, who's been swallowing up boards as well. Chance Berry, mid-range floater, no. Unable to save it was Musa, and it will go to Capital Courts. Eunicia Salgado goes back into the game, and Beata Musa will run to the bench, get a collection of high fives for her minutes. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. It is a 26-point lead now for the Lions ahead of Capital Courts in this battle of two undefeated teams in the OSBA's Eastern Division. Alice Veilleux will head to the free throw line, foul going on Rain Marie Luke. Veilleux at the charity stripe for a look at two. The first is all net. The second has a similar result, and it's 8 points in the contest for Alice Veilleux. Keela Bailey picked up by Sienna Petznick. Rain Marie Luke now takes the handoff, works it to the far wing. Akila Bailey tripped up by Beatrice Obasohan incidentally, but it is another foul against Capital Courts. Barry to trigger the inbound. Bailey accepts, working on Tunkara, spinning, stuck in no man's land with a dead ball, resets it. Rain Marie Luke attacks with her left. 5 on the shot clock. Dead ball, has to get it off, throws up the heave, that's no good. Rebound, fought for and corralled by Obasohan. Tunkara hands it off. Fleury back to Tunkara, who relocated to the corner side of the backboard, then off the stanchion. That is out of bounds. Luke comes back to accept the inbound. Luke forced to the timeline. Barry on the perimeter, attacks, spins into the lane, floats it, no good. Rebound, fought for, and Steven comes away with it again. Charging call on Eunicia Salgado. Feet set there. Capital Court's getting to the spot first. Turnover the other way. Ava Bloom to the table, looking to get onto the court. Eunicia Salgado will sub out for Ava Bloom. Veilleux over the timeline, picked up by Barry, works to her right. Tunkara kept on the perimeter, looking to get downhill, kicks it out. Petsnick into the lane, cross-court pass, top side, Fleury into the lane, finishing with the right off glass. Tough make for Charlize Fleury. And a turnover on the inbound gives Capital Courts the ball right back. Ailey Marshall in for Rain-Marie Luke. Petsnick back inside to Tunkara, who sealed off Akila Bailey. Nice. And another turnover. Petsnick comes away with points. Timeout on the floor. Coach is not happy with what's been going on there for the Royal Crown Lions. And with 1:42 left, Capital Court starting to surge here in the third quarter. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more action. You're watching the OSBA Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. It's a 6-0 run for Capital Courts here late in the third quarter. 51-33 Royal Crown still ahead, but need to cut off those turnovers if they want to keep that lead or extend it. Sienna Petsnick doing a good job of getting a finger on that to knock it out of bounds, as the inbound was intended for Chance Barry. Now Barry has it, picked up by Petsnick. Calmly over the timeline. Barry recollects it on the far wing. Picked up by Veilleux. Akila Bailey steps in from the elbow. Leaves it short. Oba Sohan with another rebound, but gives it up. Barry splashes a three. Veilleux to Tunkara. Operating on the near wing, right back to Veilleux, who couldn't shake Barry. Tunkara catches into the corner. Fleury over top. Nice catch and release for Oba Sohan. Akilah Bailey through the lane, kicks it out. Chance Berry, another three, back iron. Oba Sohan, another rebound. Here's Evelyn Tunkara now. Picked up by Berry. Tunkara looking inside. She hands it off to Fleury. Veilleux top side working on Marshall. Kicks it out. Tunkara catch and shoot. That's strong. Loose ball. Picked up by Fleury. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They will reset because the ball did not touch the iron. Capitol Courts side out, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oba Sohan checks out to a collection of high fives for her minutes there late in the third. Veilleux, top side, one dribble, step back, lets it go, back iron, Berry with the rebound. She coughs it up and now bodies sprawled all over the court. Foul's gonna be called. Charlize Fleury picks up her second foul, and that sends Chance Berry to the line. 14 points with a chance or two more. Misses the first. Berry makes good on the second, 2.9 left. Veilleux gets to the half court and the heave off to the left. It is a 20-point game with 10 minutes left to play here on this Sunday, November 16th. From the Royal Crown Academic School, it's the OSBA Game of the Week. The defending champs, Capitol Courts Academy in town, taking on undefeated Royal Crown School. Don't go anywhere. Ten more minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter time, Royal Crown ahead by 20 against Capitol Courts Academy here in North Toronto on this Sunday edition of Game of the Week. The next game of the week comes at you on Tuesday, November 18th, with William Academy in town taking on Royal Crown in the OSBA men's division matchup. No one's guarding Berry in the corner. She elects not to shoot it, instead attacking, getting to the rack, and finishing the play. Evelyn Tunkara has the top side, waits for a flurry of movements, hands it off to Veilleux, given a little bit of daylight from Salgado. Now looking for Tunkara, and the two can't connect on the entry pass. Bonnie turns up the court, has a lane, pulls it back out. Barry, far side, behind the back, tries to shake Veilleux. Veilleux diving on the court, but Barry comes away with it, and she rolled over, which is a travel. So turning it right back over. Tunkara hands it off to Veilleux, top side. Works back to her left. To the corner, Ivani wide open. Attacks, kicks it out. Petsnik back inside, off the glass, too strong. Bonnie with the rebound. Chance Barry in the corner. Looks inside. Salgado, strong take. Musa with the offensive rebound and foul going back up. Beata Musa is now 1 rebound and 1 point away from a double-double here this afternoon. There's the point on the first free throw. Musa now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Correction, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe with a chance to go 3 of 4, which she does. Veilleux over the timeline. Petsnik on the near wing, thought about it. Resets with Tunkara at the top, who does pull it. That's off the side. Rebound out of bounds, last touched by Beatrice Obasohan, so it will be Royal Crown ball. Maya Robinson to trigger. Barry flashes back to receive the inbound pass and now directs traffic as she gets over the timeline. Salgado keeps. Then hands it off to Robinson. 7 on the shot clock. Gets to her spot. Robinson misses. Musa, there's that rebound, and Musa's got a double-double. Goes up strong. Couldn't complete the play. Salgado with the rebound, and Eunicia Salgado will go to the free throw line. Salgado's first rolls around and falls outside of the hoop. But the second finds its way through. 11 points and 9 boards for Eunicia Salgado in this game. Tunkara gives it up to Petsnik, who eyes the rim. Tunkara dives, gets it. A little bit of space off the glass. No, Salgado gets her 10th rebound and becomes the second player to record a double-double behind Beata Musa. Chance Barry to the rack. No, Musa, another offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bonnie. Bonnie dives, floats it in. Barry all up in Petsnik's grill. Petsnik fades away, doesn't get it to go. Loose ball, Tella. And Tunkara will settle it down out on the perimeter with 10 on the shot clock. Veilleux dials it up. That's off the front of the iron and into the hands of Petsnik. Veilleux calmly steps in from the three-point line and splashes a 2. Maya Robinson, picked up by Tella. Works to her right, keeps the dribble alive. Now gives it up to Bonnie, who attacks with the left, gets to the rack, too strong. Loose ball, Musa. And that's saved by Petsnik. It's a 2-on-1. Dump off, and the finish courtesy of Evelyn Tunkara. Barry goes to the rack strong, gets the contact, and will head back to the free throw line, where she is 1 of 3 in the contest. Eiley Marshall, Victoria Stephen check in for Amaya Robinson and Beata Musa. Chance Barry at the line. Just a quick stoppage of play here as we settle down some audience members who are rather emphatic. Canada basketball fans, the men's national team is going to be taking on the Bahamas at the Matinee Athletic Center on December 1st, and you can get 20% off your tickets with code OBA Can B-Ball. Chance Barry at the line, made the first, has one more. And we will resume play. Chance Barry at the free throw line, made the first of 2. 63-39 the score, and now it is 64-39, the Lions ahead. Jordan Knorr working on Shekinah Bonney. Dumps it off to Apo. Out on the perimeter, now Tunkara, stuck in the corner, jab step, kicks it out, Apo. A little bit of daylight, dials it up, and that misses everything. Falls out of bounds. Keela Bailey back onto the court. Shekinah Bonney checks out. Eiley Marshall to trigger the inbound pass from the baseline for Royal Crown. She gets it into Bailey. And Capital Courts back off slightly. Bailey hands it off to Chance Barry. A deep 3, back iron, rebound. Salgado comes in from the wing to swallow that up. Takes it to the rack, leaves it short with the left. Obasohan with the rebound. Apo attacks baseline, picks it up, kicks it out. Fleury, extra pass. Tunkara to Fleury, who works to the left, gets inside, floats it. No good. Obasohan couldn't get 2 hands on the ball, and Chance Barry turns up the court. Euro steps through the lane and back to the free throw line for Chance Barry. Foul's gonna go against Evelyn Tunkara, who reached for the block but got all of Barry's arm.
14 fouls.
Barry is 4 from 5 from the free throw line this afternoon, with free throws 6 and 7 upcoming. with that make, Chance Berry has yet another 20-point performance to go with 4 boards and 4 assists. 4:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Capital Courts trailing 66-39. Fouls called against Victoria Stephen for contact away from the ball. It's her second foul. Apo to trigger the inbound, guarded by Stephen. Knorr comes to accept. Jordan Knorr is fielding a few offers from NCAA schools. North Dakota and Eastern Michigan, both interested in the class of 2027 product of British Columbia. Victoria Stephen comes all the way back to accept that inbound pass. Now hands it off to Akila Bailey, who's over the timeline in the middle of the court, picked up by Tunkara. Barry clears out, Bailey dances with it. Now Barry, jab step into the lane, dumps it off underneath. Delgado with a pretty finish. Tunkara has it on the far wing, looking for the entry pass. Fleury dumps it off to get it right back. It's a deep 2 if it goes, and it does. Chance Berry walking it up the court, uses the screen from Victoria Stephen, dumps it off to Delgado. Akila Bailey takes the handoff, picked up by Apo. Loses the handle, but keeps it inbounds. 5 on the shot clock, behind the back, trying to shake her defender. Gets to the rack, floats it, no. Rebound, swallowed up by Ipatokin. She gets sent to the floor. And they're gonna call a foul. Waiting for the signal from the official. Foul's gonna go against Akila Bailey. It's her first. And it's a turnover. Capital Courts ball.
I know, it should be 16.
Veilleux to Apo on the near wing, picked up by Stephen. Now it's Knorr coming to get it. Dials it from well beyond the perimeter, and that tickles the twine. Barry picks it up, dumps it off to Victoria Stephen. Now Marshall comes to collect it. Delgado on a 5-out offense. Delgado spins into the lane, and what a pretty move. Eunicia Delgado goes from outside the perimeter to at the rack in a matter of 2 dribbles, and then Akila Bailey finds Chance Berry off the turnover. Apo tries to get inside, kicks it out. Veilleux, catch and shoot, front iron, tracks down the loose ball in the corner. Jordan Knorr, a very deep 3, and that's off the right side. Rebound falls to the hands of Ipatokin, who finishes the play. Under 2 to go, 72-46, the Lions ahead. Akila Bailey, excuse me. Dancing with it on the far wing. Barry underneath. Gets to the far side, and it's going to be called for the offensive foul for wrapping her arm around the defender, and Chance Berry has 4 fouls. You can see it plain as day, that chicken wing getting around the backside of the Capital Courts defender. And they're going to call that every time. Veilleux navigating the Royal Crown defense. Dumps it off to Apo on the far wing. Squared up. Victoria Stephen. Now Villa back to Apo. Villa relocating, 5 on the shot clock, so Villa dials it. Loose ball picked up by Salgado, quickly to Victoria Stephen. Bodies colliding, play goes on. Salgado with one too many steps. That's a travel and a turnover. Royal Crown call a timeout. Victoria Stephen still catching her breath after running into a Capital Courts player. We'll step aside for a quick timeout and be back with the final 109 from the Royal Crown Academic School on this Sunday, November 16th. Don't go anywhere.
One more left, right?
A minute 9 left to go in this battle of unbeatens in the OSBA's Eastern Division. Capital Courts won it all last season and then lost their starting 5 to 5 NCAA D1 programs. 4 players for Royal Crown headed to the NCAA next year. Unicia Salgado to Boston College, Amaya Robinson to Duquesne, Johanna Fahmy to the University of Pittsburgh, and it's a turnover. Akila Bailey snatches it. Ava Bloom headed to Lemoyne College, and former Lion Rachel Skulski signing with Wichita State University. Chance Berry tucks it, gets underneath, and they're going to call jump ball with possession favoring Capital Courts. Naomi Ipatokin getting a hand on the ball and stopping Chance Berry from getting to the rack. Daniela Apo traipsing down the right-hand side. Tella, now Villa into the corner. Noor to Ipatokin, back to Noor. Uses the screen. And Chance Berry gets that foul against Ipatokin, maybe selling it a little bit, but there was contact. And understanding where the officials are on the court and how to fight through contact is a skill that needs to be sharpened. .25 seconds to go in regulation. Chance Berry into the corner. Akila Bailey right back. Berry over the screen, looks for Salgado on the dive, kicks to the corner, but Salgado had taken too many steps and couldn't corral the pass cleanly. So the shot from Robinson does fall, but won't count. Jordan Noor, far sucking on Berry. Ipatokin from the free throw line. That's not going to fall, and this game will come to an end. 72-46 the final. A heavily contested match that got away from Capital Courts in the second quarter. And Royal Crown remain undefeated. Capital Courts suffer their first loss of the season here in the OSBA. Don't go anywhere. We'll have interviews with the player of the game and all of the NCAA commits coming up shortly. All right, here with Amaya Robinson on the day things became official, headed to Duquesne University.
Yep.
What led to that decision, wanting to go to that school?
First of all, it was the coaches. Their coaching staff is amazing. They made me feel welcome, and I like the way how their team is structured as well.
Now we saw the two gentlemen at that game against Jay Addison on the day that you committed. What are the things that they're looking for you to focus on for the remainder of the season with Royal Crown as you get ready to make that step?
Okay, first of all, defense. Defensively, they want me to talk more on defense. Being able to guard my man, as well as like helping my teammates, being a leader as well.
And how do you think playing here in the OSBA for Coach Lee at Royal Crown has helped you get to this stage?
Well, Coach Lee, she always pushes me to talk more. That's something I could improve on, to lead my teammates, especially the younger ones, to build them up and never put them down.
Championships are always the goal. Obviously, you just took down the reigning champs. They have a fresh starting five. You guys have a deep 15. What does it feel like going through the season undefeated so far, and how can you continue that momentum forward?
Well, every game, we never take any team lightly, whether they're a good team or a bad team. We always strive for like 30 points a quarter, and we play together and share the ball properly.
Last one here for you. Have you had any discussions with any of your former teammates, two of them playing at Pittsburgh, and what the first thing that they noticed taking that step to the NCAA was, and the biggest task that they had to handle?
I've spoke to Believe Shibenga, who played. She's at Eastern Michigan. Playing with confidence and just doing your role properly.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to watching the rest of this OSBA season, and best of luck next year at Duquesne. All right, Amaya?
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, back here with another NCAA commit, Ava Bloom. Congratulations. Lemoyne College is the destination for you. Sometimes it's more of a feel thing or a conversation with the coaches, but what led to the decision for you specifically?
As soon as I started my talks with Coach Nick, I knew that the coaches were really there for the players, and when I walked in on campus, it just was a sense of family, and throughout with the teammates and everyone, I really felt welcome there, and I can see myself there for the next 4 years, making an impact and joining the squad.
Has Coach Nick given you any specifics to focus on for the remainder of your time here with Royal Crown?
Yeah, just keep building confidence, keep being an energy booster, and shoot the ball.
How do you feel like the level of competition is within the OSBA and the other tournaments and leagues that the Royal Crown play in, and how does that prepare you kind of to take that next step?
Yeah, it's high. I mean, we play everywhere. Like, we're in so many different tournaments. We're in grind session, we're in OSBA, and we're constantly competing against the best. And I think with us, our practices alone have the highest competition, right? We're playing against each other, and we really go hard. Like, that's our biggest competition every day is in practice, and I wouldn't be where I am without my teammates pushing me every single day.
Has Coach Lee challenged you with anything to focus on for the remainder of this stretch of the season now that things are official with Lemoyne College?
Yeah, 100%. Everything that I do now is preparing me for the next level, preparing me for college. So I got to get stronger, I got to get quicker. I know that I can compete at that level, but I just need to bring my confidence up, and they're helping me do all that. My teammates, again, helping me prepare myself because they're all high-level athletes. And, again, being in this environment, being with the best coaches, they've all been there, they've all played, and it's great to have that outlet for sure.
Well, that step is more than just a few months away. Still, we're focusing on the OSBA season, undefeated so far across all competitions. What is it about this Royal Crown squad that allows you to be so competitive? You can pretty much pull anybody from the 15 on the roster and make an impact on the game.
Yeah, I think it's togetherness, right? Like, we're a family. We come in every single day. And I truly believe we work harder than anyone. We're in here from the morning to the night. And no matter who it is, we know when we're called upon. We know our role. We know how to balance it out. And we have each other when we're down to pick each other up. And we get that support from our coaches and from our teammates. So we just know once we step in that role, that's what we got to do.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. Best of luck next year. And we look forward to seeing what you do for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here with Eunice Salgado, the third of 5 Royal Crown girls who signed their official NCAA offers today. Boston College is where you're headed. Just ask the other two what really led to that decision. For you, was it more of a feel? Was it a discussion with the coaches? What really went into making that decision?
I'll say it was a decision with my family, of course. I'll say when I went for my visit over there, the coaching staff was great. It was a place where I was seeing myself in the future, so that's why I decided to go to Boston College.
A dominant double-double performance from you today. We're always talking about you cleaning up the offensive glass and getting second-chance opportunities. What are the things that you need to focus on to make sure that you're prepared for that next step when you do go to Boston College?
I'll say consistency, because I had to be more consistent in all the games that I have. So really focusing on having a double-double every single game. Also getting to my shot, going left and right, and yeah.
Making it more of a complete game.
Exactly.
I want to ask you about the resilience of this team. Obviously today, a little bit of mental challenge with losing a teammate, Fami, going down there with that left knee, and how you go from having that kind of prayer circle to getting back into the intensity of a basketball game.
I'll say Crown, we're really like a team, so I feel like it was a difficult moment because we're always together and everything, and losing Joanna was something really hard for us, but I feel like we did a pretty great job to get back in the game. Since we're always together, we stay and stick together to play.
in your senior year, are there any ways that you've found that you can be more of a leader for the younger girls on the squad, maybe to Shekinah or to Beata, or players that are just, getting their first itch at the senior level?
Yeah, I'll say, of course, like my role on this team is to be a leader, talk to the younger girls and helping them finding their place on the court and knowing their role to help them, because next year they're going to be seniors too.
And lastly, undefeated here in the OSBA. Obviously, championships are the aspiration. How do you feel like your team is on the path to getting to another championship in the OSBA right now?
We are in the right path.
In the right path. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you continue down that path here in the OSBA. Appreciate the time, Unicia. Great win. Enjoy it, all right?
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on the OSBA Game of the Week.